presentation, we can do it in the next. So just let me know if you're having any trouble. If you don't understand it, just this is the chance for you guys. So did you guys understand the activity that I have given?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can anyone tell me what exactly is the activity? And you can also tell me, what you did for the assignment purpose, because I received a lot of PPTs. I would like to know the process that you guys followed to create that PPT. So what did I ask, and what did you guys do to create it? Anyone can, tell me. Saranya, Kiritika, Suhashish, and Kriti. Anyone can tell me.
Should I, ma'am?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. On screen and off screen. In my PPT, I tried to explain what is on screen SEO and what is off screen SEO.
Just a small correction, Suhashish. That's on page and off page.
Sorry, on page and off page SEO. But the thing is, there are certain techniques involved in it as well. But that part is, like a bit confusing for me.
Okay, so what is that? Sorry. What
the
is confusing?
techniques that is related with off page and on page. The techniques, those are related.
So that's what I wanted you guys to do the research. So that is why, I have given you 2 weeks. So if you don't understand, just research on the term and try to understand it. So there are a lot of techniques for on page and off page.
Yes.
So in on page,
the terminologies are, like kind of the jargons they are using. These are like
what kind of words exactly?
Just give me a moment. Let me pull up my PPT.
Okay. So in the meanwhile, anyone can tell me, what you guys did for the PPT.
Sandhya, hi. How are you?
Hi, Sarunan. I'm fine.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So I also did this one. So I just wanted to go a bit late. So I hope I would have seen it as well. So good exercise, because it makes you to do the stuff. So I did some research, and because our website or maybe the online stuff is good, what we have. But I also went to a few websites where I searched it. So it gave plenty of techniques, right?
Okay.
Wish I can also present it, right? If you wish, right?
You can do that. So maybe the other people can also listen, and if they have any doubts, it might get cleared in this session. So that's what I wanted to do, Sarnan. Please do it.
See, I'm not by heart with everything, so there's very comprehensive stuff, right? And so there were other things also going in. So I would have loved to spend more time on this, right? But I have, if you see, I think I'm my screen is on the share.
Yeah, it's visible. Yeah, it's
visible. So this was the stuff which I created, right? So it talks about. So I just wanted to explain what is SOE, right? And so it's a optimization where you get. Right, and so then comes to the point, right? What is on page and what is off page, and what's the difference exactly, right? And so what are the factors, right, which are under your control, right? And and which appeals to the user is more of like on the on page stuff, and off page is like promoting your brand and those kind of stuff as well, building trust and authority. So that is the major difference, which I also when I read it, I noticed it. One. Second is like, so there is another one, a slide which I found, which was interesting. I used it. So, so these are all the techniques which has been highlighted in the stuff which you see. So one is like the content should be original. What are the techniques, right? So under the publish high quality content, the content should be original. It should be unbiased, in the sense like not favoring you, or maybe in a general overview, and content exclusively for your website, because you can't just take something from somewhere and which is not you. which contains text elements, right? Another one, content that is well searched, and so many others, and which is all comes in publish high quality content, right?
Right,
And
right.
so that is one. So if we go to the next point, right, on the on page, optimize page titles and meta description and all, right?
Yeah.
So right, so there are several pointers here as well, right? What are the stuff which you need to take care, right? And so that is one I have highlighted. There were plenty of stuff which I found, and
Mhm.
I've got it out. I don't want to go into the entire detail. It will take, right? So this is what it is. One. And then
Okay.
you have another heading also I found, because there were so many others as well. So what I did is like these are, it doesn't have an explanation. Some more points below. So that's what I mentioned. So if you see, there are a lot of other pointers as well, which works.
Right.
Thoroughly, I don't know all of this.
Sarun, and out of these things, is there anything that you did not understand when it comes to on-page SEO? Is there anything, any minute thing that you didn't get it?
No, I think it was clear when you read this
Okay.
stuff. Even our material as well gives you plenty of what you call opportunity to understand what is on site and what is off site as well. And
Right.
so this is the off site, and this follows the same sequence as well. So this picture I found, it's like digital marketing as well. I sounded very apt to our stuff. So this picture I've used, and this is what is off-page techniques, and there are plenty of techniques which I found. Right. Honestly, I'll put my hand up. So I need to go a bit research in terms like understanding all the pointers. So
Okay.
yeah, so because it is pretty huge.
I mean, yeah, it's actually pretty good. You did a lot of research, so you have found a lot of pointers. Just to highlight a single point, so Google will take like 108 pointers to rank a website in the search engine result page.
True.
So these 108 things will include all the on-page and off-page elements that you are sharing the screen, right? The PPT. So
Absolutely.
those are some of them. I mean, those are the major things. There are other things like, sometimes some people will do it over, like, keywords, they'll stuff it everywhere,
True.
even it is not related. So if you read the Times of India blogs, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. So
Okay.
they'll do the literally stuffing. So if they talk about, if they want to write a blog article and a movie, so they'll talk about the movie, put the title everywhere on the page so that, it looks like it's over exaggeration. So that is why Times of India's page is, they'll rank higher on day 1 or day 2 and day 3. After that, Google will notice that these guys are doing the keyword stuffing, and it will bring it down.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what happens. So Google will have, it's not a one-time process. Whatever SEO techniques you are learning, you have seen and you have presented it in the PPT. So that's not one-time process. So every day, every minute, the keyword placements will be changing. So one day for a particular, for example, if I take transcription. So for that transcription word, today there will be a higher volume. So a lot of people will be searching for it today. They might not search for the same term tomorrow. So that is why the rankings also will change. So it's like, continuous process. So as a digital marketer, once we finish this 201 course, we should be able to track the keywords and understand how these movements are going. So sometimes if you see Desi Crew will appear in the page 1, sometimes it will go to page 3. This Punjabi musical band, it will appear in the first page. So that's what happening. So yes, these SEO techniques, you see, this is why I wanted you guys to do the research. It's actually, only by reading or only by doing the research, we'll understand it. So that's the point. And thanks, Sarvananji, for presenting it. I think now everybody got some idea of how to create the PPT, and you don't need to mention all the techniques, but you have to mention all the major techniques. So that's what I wanted to tell in the call also.
So I just have one question. So if I
Please.
can ask that. So the thing is like this particular stuff, as you said, see if somebody wants to promote their business, for instance.
Right.
But to create a website, it may not be possible by that individual, isn't it?
Right,
You need to
right.
have the skill. Not everybody can do that, and some may not be able to do that at all, right? So what
Yeah.
you're saying is like these are all the techniques to create your visibility. But the
Right.
point is like somebody have to build the website for you, isn't it? True?
Mm-hmm. No, not actually.
Mhm.
So, as a digital marketer, I know nothing about coding languages. I don't even know HTML. I mean, I
Right.
know the basic HTML, but not everything. I don't know CSS. I don't know anything.
Right.
But there are certain platforms on which we can build a website, and it will be easy. Like it will be like a breeze. So you can create a website using CMS platforms like WordPress. So the
Right.
AC Crew is built on WordPress. QN Cloud is built on WordPress. Equantify is built on WordPress. So what this WordPress is, it's very easy to use. Everybody can do the edits, even though you don't know the code, even though you know nothing about coding, even though
Right.
you know nothing about UI and UX designing,
Right.
you can still do it. I
Okay.
mean, you can do it better. So WordPress, I'll show the WordPress dashboard if I can. 1 minute.
That will be very useful.
We
Right?
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the common misconception. They'll think like, we have to know the website, ins and outs of website, the coding part, the CSS, animations on the website. It's not necessary for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, we have a third party to do certain things like customize the CSS thing for the website. But other than that, we can do everything by our own. 1 minute. I'll
Sure,
share
sure.
my screen.
No, I think now you've answered your other question as well, to find out what is the keyword which is making rounds and or hitting the internet and all. So if we are able
Yeah.
to modify our own content, like through WordPress, I'm sure we will be able to bring in some new what do you call search words as well. Don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise,
So
every time-
yeah, every day after posting a blog also,
Right.
we have to, so every month what we'll do for Kion Cloud is, every month we'll do a keyword research again. So
Right.
monthly we'll do the keyword research. So there is an SEO person who will do it regularly.
Mhm.
But we as a whole team will sit together on one day for every month, and then we'll finalize the keywords. So we'll have like thousands and thousands of keywords. So it will be like an big Excel sheet. So
Okay.
we'll try to find out the opt keywords, very relevant keywords, long tail keywords, short tail keywords. So long tail is nothing but having more than 4 words. For example, best software testing services in USA. That's a long tail keyword.
True.
Software testing is a software, it's a very short word. So that's what we call short tail keywords. So these keywords will finalize it based on the volume. So how many people are searching on Google? So we can actually get that data from various tools like SEMrush, Ahref, and also Moz. So we'll use all this data to finalize the keywords, and then we'll do the iteration of the blog. So we'll change all the terms in the blog. We'll change the content a little bit. We'll put a lot of keywords in that. Relevant keywords, not irrelevant keywords. So we'll not use the same keyword for, same keyword should not be used by 2 blogs. That's also another point. So we'll take a lot of points into consideration while publishing a blog. So right now, so this is the WordPress dashboard. So it's easy. This is how we see the dashboard. The website in the back end. And this is the actual website. So what we'll do is every day we'll come here, and if I want to create a post, I'll create a post from here. Quite useful and quite easy too. So yeah, I think Saravanan, that answers your question. And these plugins, so WordPress is like a plugin.
Yeah.
complete-
Into
it's a-
one more question. Just want to ask you I think there is someone. Okay.
Yeah. Dhanlakshmi, can you please go on mute?
Yeah. So maybe she's not aware.
Yeah,
This
maybe.
WordPress, if
Done.
I go to Google and say WordPress, so that will take me to the WordPress.
There are 2 types actually. Can someone mute Dhanlakshmi? Who's the admin? Yeah.
She's not aware.
Yeah. It's actually quite high.
Yes, very high. So this is a free software, isn't it? Sindhu? This is
Yeah. So there are 2 types of things that we have to see in the WordPress. So one is the CMS platform, which I'm showing currently. The other one is a blog. It's like, do you remember they used to name it as Blogger?
Yeah.
So similar to that, there is WordPress.com. It's like a blog article, guest article kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this is the actual CMS platform. What we have to do is once we buy a domain, we have to install that CMS on the main server.
Right.
So that's also quite easy. I can teach that, but that will come in the next versions only, I believe. Now that
மீட்டிங்
the
என்னவா
manuscript is also
சொல்றேன்
working.
என்னவா சொல்லுங்கிற இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுற
Sure.
Oh my
எதா?
Maybe
What should we do?
Sandhya can call. Sandhya, if she's on the
Yeah, I think
Call
she's in
them.
the call, isn't she?
or she can also mute her, I believe. So that's a facility. I think it's also.
Yeah, I'll ping Sandhya. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah. Thanks, Indu. This was good information. Yeah, very good information. Thanks.
Okay, Sarnan. Yeah, she's on mute now. So so we have to install this WordPress CMS on the server, and once we are done with it, it's just drag and drop. Everything is drag and drop. If you want to insert some content, then you have to just drag it and drop it. So if you want to put a heading, then drag and drop. Image, yes, the same. So it's easy. So that is why we don't need to understand coding languages to do this.
Sure. So but somebody have to build a website still, or maybe
No, actually, I have my own website. I created it. I'm not posting on it regularly, but it's something like Sindhu Web Talks. I created it like 2 years ago.
Sure.
And then it's easy. I mean, I didn't take anyone's help. It's easy. So we can also do that. Yeah.
WordPress itself.
Yeah, it's a WordPress site.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So, okay, all these 4 version you said WordPress, it's all free, isn't it?
Yeah, WordPress is free.
It's
But the plugins, we might have to buy some plugins, but it's not necessary. Not every website will need the security things and all.
Okay.
So for a simple blog or for a simple e-commerce site, it's enough. It's not, you don't need to install the premium plugins on it. So just the free version is also okay. So whatever we want to do on the WordPress, it will be happening only through the plugins.
Okay.
So these are the plugins. This is how we'll install it. So once we install it, it's done. We are good to go. There is no need to go back and forth and all.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks, Arunanji.
Thank you. Thanks, Indu.
Yeah, I'll talk to you after this call. Okay. So is there anyone else who would like to ask anything? Did you understand the assignment properly? Now that Sarunanji has also presented his PPT, I want something like that. No need to put a lot of information. Just, the highlights of the things you have learned is enough. Suhasris?
Yes, ma'am. I have to go through all these, backlinks and all those things.
Okay. Yeah. We can actually get the information once we search in Google. Okay. Backlinking is nothing but linking another site to your site so that the traffic from that particular site will come to your site. Okay. It's like, sending invitations to your relatives for your wedding. That's like the classic example. Okay. You'll send the invitation and they'll take that invitation and they'll come to your home or they'll come to the venue. Okay. So that's how how we do the backlinking as well. We'll just put a link on the other site so that the people can come through that particular link to your website. That's it. Yeah. And natural links, it's like a part of backlinks only. Links created through self promotion is nothing but guest posting is also part of it. And also self promotion in the sense you can also promote it on social media. So that is also another thing. So these terms are, they are very, it's like in the general sense only. There are not too much technical for sure. Okay. So please do some research. If you didn't understand, just put a message in the WhatsApp. I'll just reply or I'll call you back. Okay. Okay, Suhashish. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone else have any questions? 36 people have joined and no one is asking a question. Okay, so if you are done with your PPT, just send it to Sandhya. She'll put in a Google Drive folder. If you are not yet done, just finish it before the next week. So next week we'll have 3 sessions for sure, maybe on Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So those who have already finished their presentations, they don't need to come on Friday and Saturday. Those who haven't finished, they have to come to all the sessions. Okay. So that's all, guys. let's wind up. Thanks for joining, and yeah, see you next week.